All right, now excited to be joined by a very special guest. It is the one and only Todd Gurley, who is here on behalf of Bush's Baked Beans. We got the cans right here set up, perfect little spot for him. Todd, tell us about the fine work you're doing with Bush's.
Yeah, man, obviously out here on behalf of Bush's Grillin Beans, the official beans of SEC. It's their third year going into partnership with the SEC, so big griller, man, and obviously being a former Georgia player and being able to partner with Bush's Grillin Beans, it's been dope, man. It's been super cool. They had me out here talking out here at SEC Media Day, reliving my old playing days. So a lot of good questions, a lot of great interviews. So I appreciate everybody for the conversations, but then also the great interview as well. So like I said, out here on behalf of Bush's Grillin Beans, they give a lot of bold flavors. I love to grill. Lamb, chicken, brats, burgers, and they provide a good source of plant-based protein for me. So being able to be out here, like I said, on behalf of them, it's been cool, man. It's been a hell of a run, going around talking to different people, different schools, and just talking ball.
It's crazy to think that if you were in college, Bush's would have been an NIL deal. Have you kind of thought about what that's like to go back and look at what a potential partnership would have been?
Maybe, but but that's the blessing of it too, right? Like they could have picked anybody, but out of everybody, they picked me. So just being able to be honored, and they could have went ahead and got them a Georgia player or got them a Tennessee player, because obviously home base is Tennessee. So I don't really think about like what could have been, and vice versa. I'm pretty blessed, and God did me very well, so I try not to live in that life, and what you would have made this year. So just easy going for real for me.
You're 10 years removed from like all that playing out, and that's got to feel like it's a tough pill to swallow. Like I can see it in your face.
Nah, time flies, man. Time flies. It's been a hell of a ride and a fun journey, but looking back at it, just try to appreciate the time, especially like being here, and a lot of the players been losing their life at young ages. So you just put that in perspective, and being a new dad now, and just wanting to just be here for my daughter, but then also just grow and develop and just help other guys develop and grow as they lead the game too. So, but yeah, man, wow, yeah. Looking back at it, it's been 10 years. Does
it feel like that long ago that you were at Georgia, and now seeing the program where it's at now, where they're trying to win 3 and 4 years, man? Like, could you even imagine being in that spot and like knowing the pressure that this team is going through? It feels like Georgia has turned such a new leaf since you've been there. No,
it's been good, but honestly, as the players, I don't know, man. I'm not in that position or that situation, but I think Kirby does a great job of demanding, greatness out of those players, and building up talent and developing talent, and just a winner. Just a winner. That's what he does. That's what he's been doing these last 8 years that he's been there, and as a former player and just a fan of Georgia, it's just a good feeling just to like see it. But also, like when you get the win, and you kind of take all that stuff for granted, right? Like you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna win it, but that's not necessarily the case. All it takes is that one loss, and that can get you out of the playoffs. And I think last year was a lesson learned, not only for Dog fans but just for the players as well. So that's just been a good feeling.
How much more appreciation do you have for college football after the way that your career went? Like when you miss games and you like have to just be on the sideline, whether it's injury, like whatever happens, do you look back on that now and wish like, man, I wish I could just have a year back to be able to play college football?
Oh, nah, not at all. Definitely not at all. But no, now I look back at it, because I'm like, I got hurt my freshman year. I pretty much played every game. And then my sophomore year, I think I missed like 4 games. But, I guess when you do look back at it, it's more just like, man, it really wasn't that much. But it was like, because I really wasn't there that long. I felt like I was only there like 2.5 years, literally from summer of 2012 to I was pretty much gone after December in 2014. So You just got to embrace it. But I just tell guys, just have fun, man. Have fun and live it up and live those memories.
What advice would you give guys besides just savor the moment? Anything can be related to, financial literacy, like, get a dietitian. Like, look, what's the one piece of advice that you look back on now and you would give these guys who are stepping up to the stage here representing Georgia?
Yeah, I would. See, it's like, it's funny you say that because, like, I guess the mindset that I have now would technically should be the mindset I had when I was playing, but I was young, I was youthful, so like have fun, live life, and like not really. You're young, right? You're not taking the health stuff like too serious, but I would just say try to mature, a lot earlier, but then also try to learn from lessons, but learn from others as well. So that financial literacy part, that's real. That's why I do like the NIL, but it's like half and half with me because I'm like, man, I just want guys to be able to take care of themselves, and hopefully they're able to take care of their family. But first, you just need to set yourself up and just think new ways, right? As far as business wise, what you stand for. Whatever your value is. So it's a lot that's going on, and take care of your money, take care of your mind, and don't try to take life too serious, right? Like, it's a blessing, man. You're playing college football at the highest level. You're winning. I know it gets stressful sometimes, and, you might put a lot of pressure on you, but at the end of the day, man, you're playing in your childhood dream, like, to go from playing in the backyard to literally playing in front of 100,000 people, like, just take that for what it is and just keep growing.
I had your boy Keith Marshall on a couple years ago. He said not only can he beat you in a race, but that he could beat Gurshall in a race.
Yeah, Keith was fast, man. Keith was fast. Yeah, he did beat me in the race because we were I made like Olympic team, and
as one does.
Yeah, but I did the hurdles, so I would say this just to defend myself. I never ran 100 without running the hurdles right before. But you let them tell it, they're going to be like, oh, you should be warmed up. But, yeah, Keith was always fast, man. He always just was like blazing speed. Even after injury, he'll just come back like still fast, yeah.
I think Georgia fans wanted more of Gurshall. They wanted Gurshall was such a great little time. Like how nostalgic do you like feel like those days are for you?
Oh, it was funny, yo. Just how because I was 3 and he was 4, and it's funny how they get so creative, right? And just make that. And obviously we pretty much had like 1 year together because after that it was like either I was hurt or he was hurt, but the blessing on that side, right? Like I got to see the transition of Chubb and Sony, and so this is always good that come out of it too.
I got a couple rapid fire for you here before we get you out of here. Toughest place you ever played in on the road while you were at Georgia?
I would say South Carolina because I lost there twice, so kind of really go with that one.
Best touchdown of your career was what?
Best touchdown. Oh, it got to be that kickoff return. I would say my first touchdown, but it was my kickoff return against Buffalo. Like that started it for me. Like, yeah, that was like, who is this dude? Like, oh, we might have something.
That was the correct answer. You didn't know that was, yeah. And last one for you. Will Georgia win a national championship this year?
That is not for me to say, but with Carson Beck and the Kirby, the sky is the limit. But, I'm always rooting for the Dogs, and, I don't know. I had to check out a couple of games first, I don't just speak sometimes just to speak, but, I'm sure Kirby will have guys right and put us in a great position and, have us definitely in a position to win. So I definitely see that.
Todd, on behalf of Bush's, appreciate everything that you're doing and looking forward to hopefully seeing you around the SEC, man.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to getting back, just having these conversations, and appreciate you for the good interview. And the memories floating in my brain, and it definitely was an exciting time being at Georgia. So thank y'all.
Thanks, man.